Hello everybody, my name's Laura. If you're joining me for the first time, I like books. If you're returning, thank you very much. I appreciate you clicking. Today I'm just weighing in on a discussion that I've been seeing because we have an adaptation, or it's been optioned for an adaptation of Haunting Adeline. This is a dark romance book that I've had sat on my shelf for a very long time. I am going to pick it up soon because it is going to be turned into a movie, which I think is fantastic. I think it's great. I'm like, adapt everything. But there's been a lot of discussion about whether this should actually be turned into a movie. I don't mind things that are dark. My favourite kind of films are horror films, but yeah, I don't read horror, but horror films are my go-to. Now this is a dark romance, so I'm going to do a video, actual reading vlog of when I read these two, and I have actually bumped up me getting to these books now that it's been adapted because I like to read the books first. But there's a lot of discussion with there's things in this and there's themes in this that people within the dark romance community will be on board with, which when you open it up to people who aren't dark romance readers, they wouldn't necessarily understand the material and they would judge people that do read dark romance. Now, I think maybe the best possible in-between medium would be if some platform that would pick it up, like say a Passionflix or somebody a platform that's dedicated to dark romance, because I'm like, if you're gonna do this material, you've got to do this material and you've got to be faithful to the material. And I think this one, it's quite notorious and it's quite well known. I'm looking forward to reading it, but it's like stalker romance, so there's elements in there that maybe wouldn't necessarily translate to screen. And how are you going to market something like this? I think it's not fair to the fans of this book if they're going to produce this, water it down and turn it into something else. That's not fair to the original readers of the material, and it's also not fair if you're going to be faithful to it, mismarket it, have the wrong people going in, and then they judge the people that do read these books. I'm going to read the book. I'm going to give it its fair chance because I'm like, let's do this. I don't mind. I've started to read some like dark romance and mafia stuff, and I've been really enjoying them. So I think if they're going to do it, they're going to need to do it and just be like, let's go for it. But that necessarily won't be something that is going to translate and make a lot of money to the wider audience. But if it's just going to cause people to critique it who aren't the audience for it, then is it going to affect, you know, the dark romance industry as a whole? I don't know, but I'm like, there's an opportunity there for them to make a lot of money, because I think these properties do make a lot of money, but I think they do need to be handled carefully and respectfully, because I'm like, I don't know, but if it's just going to be used as an excuse to blame people for things that happen, I think that's not fair to the material. But because it is tricky, and I think dark romance is such a huge area within the romance community. But I am looking forward to reading these because, like I say, it's been sat on my shelf for a good couple of years now, and you see, I think it is quite controversial within the romance world. But I would, you know, I think I'm the sort of person that would need to see it for myself and read it for myself and judge from there as to whether I like it or not. But I'm never going to blame this material for things that happen in the real world. You know, I think it's wonderful for the author that she's getting this opportunity now to see her work brought to the screen. I just hope they adapt it faithfully and that she is happy and that the fans are happy with the result that we get. And I just hope that they market it properly. But like I say, to be honest, I think probably the best thing for something that is a bit darker, a little bit edgier, would be a specific streaming platform where people can subscribe to that platform. So this is why like things like Passionflix are doing really well, because they are faithfully adapting things, and the people that do sign up to that service are fans of those materials, of those books, and so they are able to get the right audience in for the things that they are selling. And they're not perfect, you know, they haven't liked everything that they've done, but something like that maybe for dark romance readers would probably be a happy medium. But I'm intrigued to see how this is going to work on the screen. But I think a lot of the problem most of the time with these is that they do get mismarketed. Like It Ends With Us, I think that made a lot of money, but as we've seen, there was a lot of back and forth as to the material within that book, and you know, that's not even to the levels of dark that something like this is. So, but I think it's important as well that dark romance readers should never feel ashamed of the things that they do like to read and the things that they enjoy, because for some people this is a good outlet for them no matter what they are. I mean, you wouldn't judge horror readers or thriller readers for some of the things that they enjoy, I think, but because there is like an element of romance in there, people tend to look at it with a different set of eyes that they do for the people in those that read those other dark reads. So I think just read what you want to read, watch what you want to watch, but if you're going to adapt something into a film and open it up to people who aren't dark romance readers, this is when the waters can get a bit choppy. But I think they deserve to have the things that they like adapted on screen. I just hope that it's handled well and that they do them justice. But I'm very intrigued, and I've decided I'm going to do a vlog of me reading these two, just to see what all the drama is about, and who knows, I might give you a reaction to the movie or the TV show when it comes out. We'll see, but let me know what you think. And have you read this book? Am I in for a bit of a time? Is it going to send me down a dark path? Let me know. But it's one of those where I think I'm up for anything when it comes to this sort of thing, but I just hope that whoever is on board to adapt this material, if they understand the material. So I mean, give everything a chance first, but we'll see. I am looking forward to seeing the developments on this one. I'm keeping an eye on it because I'm very intrigued by this whole topic. But let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.